Hello everyone, welcome to Genix Academy and welcome back to the English language series. My name is LIPSA Nandini and the topic for today is reading comprehension. So RC is a major part of each and every competitive exams, and you will find a question in all of them. So let's learn about RC topic, reading comprehension. First of all, reading comprehension is a major part in any exam, and you will have to solve it within 5 to 7 minutes max. Maximum within 5 to 7 minutes. This should be the calculated time for solving reading comprehension, not more than that. So, again, there are types of RCs which will require different types of strategies and tricks to solve them as per the requirement. Firstly, it's of two types. Long, short. Okay, and again, within the long type, there are two types. It's classified more further into two types. First, story based and non-story based. Okay, so now let's see what tricks and tips are required for each of them to solve them within the required time. For the short one, for the short RC, you will have to read the passage and then read the questions and finally answer accordingly. So for short RCs, you will first have to read the passage, then read the questions and then relate both of them and then answer the questions. Okay, so this is short and simple. Let's move on to the long RC. For the long RC, so again, the first one I told you is story based. Okay, so usually you will not get questions in a story format, or you will not get a RC as story based, but there were times when we have seen questions or we have seen RCs in the form of a story. So if you get a story based RC, it is easy because again, you read the story, you relate the entire thing, read the questions, and then answer them. So again, this is almost like the short RC. You read the story, you read the questions, and then answer the questions in a story-based long RC. Now, if it's a non-story based, non-story based long RC, what do? You, first thing first, you do not read the entire passage. Yes, you do not read the entire passage at the beginning. So what do we do next? Read the questions first. Read the questions first. Note the keywords in the questions. Note the keywords in the questions. Let's say if a year is given, like what happened in the year 2020. So you look for the year 2020 in the entire passage to find the answer to the question. So suppose it's a year, it's a name, or it's a specific anything. So mark the keywords in the questions, and then you find for these keywords in the passage. And how do you find it? Step number 4, which is the most important one, is when I said that you do not read the entire passage. So what do? You skim the passage. This is a very important thing. What do you mean by skimming the passage? So skimming means not reading the entire thing, but summarizing it or jumping into words or keywords in the entire passage without reading the full thing. Suppose it's written, my name is so and so, I do such things, my profession is this. So you do not read the entire thing, you just read the name, you read the profession. So that is what skimming is, that you jump into words or jump into sentences without reading it in detail. So you skim the passage to find these keywords. So once you find the keywords, you then read the sentences. So once you suppose find a keyword and then you go on reading to that particular sentence containing the particular keyword to find the answer to a question. So I hope you've understood the step, that you read the question first, you look for keywords, and then you skim the passage and search for these similar keywords and then find the questions, then find the answers to the questions. And how do you answer the question? Like, what should be the first question that you attempt? You solve the question in a order. First, you solve the vocabs, like the questions which ask you for state the synonyms of these words, state the antonyms of the words, or state the meaning, or what do you mean by this particular word. So you read that sentence with that particular word or that particular vocab and find the answer to it. So you first attempt the vocab questions and then you move on to the keywords questions. That is, if something is asked, what had happened in the year 2020? So look for the word 2020 and then find the answer to that particular question. And then lastly, you go for the true or false questions. That a particular statement is true or false. You then, in that also, you go on for finding the word, like if it's written, my name is so and so. Is this true or false? You look for that name in the passage by skimming the passage again and then you answer these questions. So first, always attempt the vocabs, then look for keywords and then go for the true or false answers. And in that way, you can solve the RC within 5 to 7 minutes. Okay? Now, This is a short RC for you. So for short RCs, what did I tell you? That for short RCs, we read the passage and then read the question and find the answers to it. So as this is a short RC, let's read the passage together. Street art is a very popular form of art that is spreading quickly all over the world. You can find it on buildings, sidewalks, street signs, and trash cans from Tokyo to Paris, from Moscow to Cape Town. Street art has become a global culture, and even art museums and galleries are collecting the work of street artists. Street art started out very secretly because it is illegal to paint public and private property without permission. People often have different opinions about street art. Some think it is a crime and others think it is a very beautiful new form of culture. Street artists do their work for a reason. Some of them do not like artists who make so much money in galleries and museums. They choose street art because it is closer to the people. Some artists try to express their political opinion in their work. They often want to protest against big firms and corporations. Others like to do things that are forbidden and hope they don't get caught. So I hope you have read the passage, and if you want to take a screenshot of it, you can. Let's move on to the questions now. The first question here is, street art could be considered as a protest against. So, we have already seen it in the passage that street art is a protest against big firms and corporations. So, people who are rich. So, the option here says artists who are rich, obviously not from small companies. So as there is not big companies or corporations mentioned in the option, I will choose the option artists who are rich. The next question is, one of the drives behind street art is. Let's go back to the question again. Why did street art start, or why? What is the drive for the street art? That street art started out very secretly because it is illegal to paint public and private property without permission. So it has become a secret thing, or there is a hype about it because it is illegal in nature. So the answer here is wanting to do something that is illegal in nature. Option C. So the first was artists who are rich. So street art could be considered as a protest against artists who are rich. And one of the drives behind street art is wanting to do something illegal. So I hope everyone got the correct answer too. Let's move on to the next question. Street art can be seen almost anywhere in the globe. Is it true or false? It is true. Next question is, street artists have various reasons to do their work. Do they have various reasons to do their work? Yes, they do. So it's true. We have read in the passage that towards the end there were various reasons written, that taking revenge from corporations or giving their political opinions or doing something illegal. So there are various reasons for the street artists to do street art. So it's true. Okay. Next. It is clear that the first option is street artists make lots of money selling their work. Street artist is considered a new culture by some people. Street artists are doing useful things. Street art did not start very secretly. So which one do you think is true here, or which one do you think is the correct statement here? It is obviously this. Street art is considered a new culture by some people. Because obviously street artists do not make money. Street artists are doing useful things or not, that we don't know. And street art did not start very secretly is also false. So here street art is considered a new culture by some people is the correct answer. So I hope that you too found the right answers to all the questions along with me. And for more such questions and more such knowledge, you can always join us at Genix Academy. You can also reach out to us on these contact numbers or on social media pages, that is on Instagram and Facebook. And thank you for your patient listening. So hurry up and come join us for your better future. Thank you.